Welcome to another video on Ticketmaster and Stubhub reselling. This one will deal specifically with aggressive pricing techniques and hidden information for Stubhub. When I say hidden, it's basically just something that shows you prior pricing, current pricing, and how it relates to how you should price your tickets. Go figure. Okay, so real quick, pricing versus day of the show and how they correlate. Of course, as you're very far out, you're going to have a lot of inflated prices that have nothing to do with reality. Okay, you still kind of want to be aggressive and be, the lowest in your section or one of the lowest, but you don't need to be too aggressive early on. All right. As you get lower to the show, people start dropping frantically, and if you're looking for a good deal on tickets, the day of the show, or what I found is a few hours before the show. I mean, being in Vegas, it's there are a lot of shows happening, so a lot of options. Just the other day, I saw Chic. I don't know if anybody knows who that is now, Rogers. Anyway, I got a couple third row tickets. It was $90 total, which is pretty good. It's less than half price, and they're premium tickets. So day of the show, boy, you could really get tickets for nothing. You don't want to be that guy, though, dropping his price a few hours or a week before the show even. You want to stay ahead of the pricing curve. All right, try to be the lowest in your section, notably lower if possible, especially closer to the show. Be site specific. So in other words, you have the same venue here. Okay, same show, November 10th. It's Backstreet. I don't know if you guys know, but Backstreet's back. All right. So, on one site I'm at 530, which is the lowest in that area, and it's a good markup right there. And those will probably sell within the next month. They're the lowest in the section. Backstreet fans are crazy. They don't care that they sing to pre-existing harmonies, pre-existing music, no live musicians, and they love it. As you could see, I actually went to a show, I'm not going to even lie, but I actually got my tickets on Stubhub. It's a whole other story. Let's not get into that. Okay, so you could see, these have been selling pretty well right here. All right, so I have no doubt that these will sell. All right, and these were purchased. I purchased these tickets maybe a day or two after they went on sale. And actually, it's probably the same day. They want to sell to the general public. So you want to be lowest for that site, not collectively, all right? Because people are usually looking at one or the other, and Ticketmaster being preferable to sell on because people are going to go there first usually. Okay, moving right along. Next point here. Sometimes, you have to take a small loss better than a total loss. Even though I haven't experienced a loss, sometimes you might have to take a loss. So people get greedy, I think. They feel like they're going to double their price on, double their number on every ticket they buy, and it's just not realistic. If you can make 20% on a ticket, 20% of your money in a month or two is actually quite good. But for ticket sales, I'd say 30-40% for good seats is very realistic. Okay, so price higher earlier on and continue to drop the price. This is sort of straightforward, but again, be ahead of the curve. Don't drop your pricing too close to the show, which most tend to do. Why? Because they're greedy. Just like most people are greedy. They want more and more. It's always better. I'd rather make, a couple $100 on some tickets than wait to the end and lose, 20 or, 50 or 100. Okay. So cross-reference websites to get a good idea of what they're selling for, on both sites, right? Tickets sell better on Ticketmaster if the venue allows for resale, which is important to know for resale. You need to see if the venue, you could call Ticketmaster and ask them, does this venue allow resale? And you'll pretty much know once they're on sale. But if it's a pre-sale, then this won't be known. Okay, so it's something that's important there. Then you could sell them on both sites. It's just a much higher probability of happening. Okay, check ticket pricing daily to stay competitive. This is pretty straightforward. The more on top of your pricing you are, the more competitive you could be with it. All right. A lot of people, they just leave it up, and then, you see, crazy numbers, a month before the show, and there's no way those tickets are selling. So maybe it's something I don't know. It's some kind of reverse logic, illogical logic. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic. So when to drop your price, closer to the show. God, this is like a redundant thing. When to drop your price. I already said that. Okay. I guess it's 4 bullet points. Scratch that one. Okay. Be aware, of number of wannabe scalpers, ticket resellers for each event. The more people who resell, the lower the markup. All right. Weekends. So a good example is like the Enrique Iglesias show that I'm talking about. I didn't want to go to it, but you could see the markup is very low. All right, it's because you have a lot of people reselling. So it's just what I said there. No point in repeating yourself like every other video on YouTube does, even though I have in this video. Okay, weekends are more in demand, okay, but more people will resell, possibly making it more difficult to turn a profit as it drives pricing down. Very well said. God, I think I wrote that. So, when you have 1 million people selling, people are shooting for a Saturday or a Friday because they feel like the tickets are more in demand. Yes, but more people are also scalping. So I've had almost better experience in midweek. So, if this is something that's, multiple shows, then, and you have the option of going midweek, don't be scared to go midweek. All right. So write that down. Okay. Don't fall for the presale. Now, if you're going to get anything out of this video, this is the thing to note the most. Do not fall for the presale. Most presales are garbage, and I speak from experience. All right. Usually they don't tell you how many tickets are available in the section you can't see. So you need to just go by, I don't know, what you're thinking is actually selling. So you're just, throwing darts blindly. So that doesn't work too well. If you're in the first 3-4 rows, okay, knock yourself out. But you probably won't be. And then what happens is, you'll get, 15, 16 rows back, and you're thinking, God, I better get these now. There's, clearly all the other tickets have sold. Well, they're only release certain blocks of tickets in a pre-sale. So when they go on sale to the general public, you still have access to better tickets than in the pre-sale. So again, I would not even buy tickets on a pre-sale, because pre-sale is not even really a pre-sale. It's just, it's a sales tactic. That's all it is, or, card specific, City Card, American Express. If you have this card, it enables you to get tickets now. And unless you know those tickets are good and you've bought them before and they're really close, then I would stay away from that. Okay. So hidden StubHub information. It's not hidden. We're going to go look at the site right now. It's not hidden, but probably not widely used. You have real world data. Don't go by pricing you see. Go by real ticket sales. All right. So let's just whip over there fast. Okay. So if I go to StubHub listing, okay, I say get more pricing info. All right. Under your listings. Boom. Or when you go to list, okay, which is in the other video I'll link below, you could also see it there when you go to sell your tickets initially. But after they're up, you get more pricing info. Okay, that'll bring you here. So now you could, go by section, prices. This is very important. This is actually the main point of the video that I feel like is sort of overlooked when people go on. At least I used to overlook it. It's just something that, if you don't list tickets regularly, it's something that's easy to overlook. So you could see how many tickets here have sold, and the highest price was $608 in VIP 23. Then you could kind of figure, okay, so I have some tickets in VIP 25, so I could probably see. I'm not sure. I think this is the actual sale price. So you're probably going to get, I don't know, 5. So who knows what you're getting? Maybe you're going to get $490 on that or something. I'm not sure what their pricing is. If it's like after their made up taxes and all that crap or whatever. But you could still see not too many tickets have sold, and you have 528 tickets. Okay, so it's a lot. Now, active pricing, it's also good. It's easier to go through a list here, or apparently not. You could go by zone up here, VIP reserved, updates. Great. So now I could see all these in a list form. It's a little bit easier. Okay, I still can't. Well, there are only that many. That's why. Okay, days list is also important. Quantity. So these are my tickets right here, right? 534, 539. This is literally the same thing. So why wouldn't you get the 534, right? So again, you could wait till these sell and then, price it up, whichever. So that's on StubHub. On Ticketmaster, they don't have that, unfortunately, which would be really nice to see them do that. So anyway, that's that. Let's move along. Okay. Note the sale pricing for the section you're selling in and adjust. This is, okay, pretty straightforward. Okay, so now these are some, these are little bonus bullet points here. It's just kind of fun facts. All right. Ticket selling is an unconventional investment, right? Stocks and real estate are very common. Ticket selling is more what are you doing? You could lose all your money. as you can, you lose a chunk in real estate and stocks. The big difference is you don't need a lot of money. You get a much greater return in a shorter period with ticket sales. It's more volatile, I suppose. But that goes to my next point. You talk to some people and they're just like, oh no, but they'll have thousands of dollars in stocks. If they want to make a quick $500 on some tickets that they could get, and you're letting them know, and they're just, it just doesn't enter their head. And they're thinking, no, it's because they're just not, they don't know enough about it, which makes sense. The other thing that's good about selling tickets is you don't need a lot of money to do it. Real estate and stocks is a different thing. You really need a lot of money in stocks to make money. You're not turning 40% profits on stocks left and right. I'm just sorry you're not. Okay, fun fact, I've never lost $1 on any ticket I've resold. Okay, that statement stands alone. It could be make-believe, but it's not. The worst I've done on tickets is a push, right? So how do you do this? Well, first off, number one, I haven't sold thousands of tickets. So I'm sure if it were wider spread, I'm sure I'd have losses to share with you. So sometimes a profit does not happen, but with good ticket selection and reasonable pricing, you can minimize your losses or have no losses in my sweet case. All right. But it gets a little bit, you get a little testy as you're getting close to the show and you're thinking, maybe I should drop it more. It's always better to profit a little bit than to lose money, right? So, don't be that guy who holds on and then, you see all these guys battling at the end and dropping their price like fools, which, makes sense. It's either a total loss or whatever they're going to get. So it makes sense at that time, but you don't want to find yourself in that position. So that's that. Okay. Why don't more people sell tickets online? Well, it's simple. Most won't take the risk. All right. It's something they don't know about, and they don't want to risk losing money, or it's not a fast enough turnaround. Maybe 3 months is too long for them to have 1,000 or a couple thousand held up. All right. So most won't take the risk. All right. So there's a huge margin for gains in reselling. Unlike stocks, yes, you can make a ton in stocks. I'm not saying not to invest in stocks. All right. But selling tickets is actually a little bit more straightforward than stocks. You don't need to learn about companies and selling trends, or what the stock market in general is doing in the economy. It's a little more complex, I'd say. Tickets are pretty straightforward. Here's a hot show. Wow, I could get 6th row tickets. Good luck on that for starters. But you get 6th row tickets. I'm probably going to sell these for a decent profit. The question is how much. Right? So be smart in ticket selection. What happens is you want to start off and, get a few tickets and build, I'm going to say some capital, but it's kind of funny talking about ticket sales. You want to build some, some funds, and what's my train of thought? Okay, so you want to build some capital, and you're anxious to get in the ticket selling game. What happens is you'll tend to make bad purchases, and you might be in the front section, but you're the last row, and you'll get it on a pre-sale. And I'm speaking from experience here. So, be patient and pick the tickets you get. Be selective with the tickets you pick and the artist. All right. So this is not always easy to do. You would think Enrique and his mole are going to sell like crazy, but completely not. Backstreet tickets, I cannot seem to miss. They sell and they keep selling, and my mind keeps exploding. Who's spending $1,000 to see the Backstreet Boys? And they have multiple shows. It's just when you have so many hits, it's just how it goes. Great songwriters for them. Okay. So this is a quick fun story. Last thing here. Told a buddy he should get some front row tickets. Okay, front row for Backstreet, $5.20 a pair. All right. Now other seats were going for about $3.40. Okay, $3.40 per ticket. So what's that? $6.80 a pair. So these were $5.20. A great value. And they only had about 8. They had 8 left or something. So he's like, oh, okay, that sounds good, but he didn't act on it, right? Didn't act. It's just a thought. People don't, just follow through on it. But it's a bit of money, but $5.20, it's a good way to test it out, right? So anyway, he passed. So I got 4 of those, and so it's like a 1040 investment or whatever. It was actually 1020, so I think it was like $5.10 per set. So I sold a set a month later for $9.90. That was my the number I got after they took out whatever. So it's almost doubling your money. Okay. So this is not happening all the time. You're not doubling your money all the time, but this was kind of funny to me. I thought, I'm trying to give somebody money basically, like, hey, just get 4 tickets, you'll be good. No, okay, fine, don't do it. I'll take the money. Okay, so now the other set I sold for $640. Okay, so that's not a huge profit. 140. 120. It's not a huge profit, but here's why I sold them for that. And they sold within a day of dropping my price down there. What happened was, somebody in the section had 12 tickets in the VIP section, and they had them up for $370 on a resale. So, here I have my 2 that are priced at 5 and change, and I'm thinking there's no way I'm going to sell that. So I need to drop them down. Whatever, I'll do 370. Great. So they sold right away. Next thing I know, I go on, 2 of them sold. Then I go on, I see that these have already sold, or he took them down. And I'm thinking, great. So now I switch the price back to 5 and change, and then they sold, I think, within a week. So that's called being a chump. Don't be a chump and this show's 3.5, 4 months away. Right. But because I have lots of sets of tickets, I'm just like, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm just going to take my profit. You can't control sometimes what other people do. So, I saw that, drop my price, and then I lost probably a good $300 because I dropped my price because I panicked like a little punk. So, you want to drop your price, but don't make snap judgments like that. Might want to wait a week, maybe 2 weeks, and just kind of feel it out a little bit as opposed to, dropping right away. Anyway, I hope you got something out of this video. It was a little bit long-winded, a little repetitive, but hey, it falls right in the context of most YouTube videos these days. So if you like the video, put it in a playlist, I don't know, play it for your mom or something. All right, well, good luck. And you can make money selling tickets and reselling them. You need to be smart with your selection and price accordingly. That's about it. Check out the other links I have below on selling tickets as well. Thanks.